Right guys, this is the Synergy Air Power Tower. How to use. It is a long video guys, so please bear with me because there's so many different positions that I'm going to show you today with this. One of the first things I do want to point out is the console. Guys, it can be maneuvered up and down, so depending on which movement you're doing, if you need to see the details of what you're actually doing, because obviously that's the key thing, how many watts you're doing and your time and your intervals, make sure you do adjust that, okay? Next thing we're going to get into is our total body climbing, okay? So it's our full body climb. We've got our feet here, arms in, and we're using it. We've got grips that we can change around and have our hand positions in different positions. Key thing I want to get across before we get started is the fact that doing this full body movement with your arms driving above the head is about double the calorie burn of being on a bike. No other piece of equipment on the market like it, okay? However, when you are actually working and doing this, your level of perceived exertion will be lower because your total body is being used. So if you like, the spread of that intensity is going through your whole body, all the muscles that are being recruited throughout that phase, okay? But the other thing to get across is that your max heart rate for this piece when you're doing it will actually be higher than traditionally on running, biking or swimming, which get less and less as you're doing them. All about your body position and the number of muscles being used. So full body climbing, total workout for the whole body, and we're in an upright position and our hands are driving above the head. So again, if you're wanting a piece of equipment that's going to have phenomenal results for your clients and your members, this piece is going to do it in total climbing. Add to that all the other different positions I'm about to take you through, you've got a machine that just is absolutely versatile as they come. So let me take you through full body climbing. Okay, so it's a full range that I'm working. We've talked about this already with our ipsilateral movement, okay? Same arm, same leg working together. Changing my CVT, I can change that resistance to be working at immense loads, pushing down, pulling up, and using those legs as well. Important to think about your position here when you're on it, a nice even position driving through your legs. You can change that range based on what you can actually do based on your mobility, but our goal with this for people is to get right to the top, so you're choosing a position up here and you're getting that full range right to the bottom each time, okay? So if you do need to change it, we want to grab in nice and close to the handle here, and then that just pulls out. There's a little pop mechanism inside, which if we needed to change and drive it down into a shorter position or a taller position, it's there. These are very hard to move holding it out far on the handle, okay? So that should give you confidence when you're actually in use, when you are holding it out there, but to take it out again, I reiterate, in nice and close, and that changes. So that's our total body climbing, okay? We go into our next movement, which is just using the lower body, or like a stepping type movement. We can then store our handles in at the side, like so, and they now become grips for us to be doing our movements for just the stepping only. Okay, again, we want good posture through here. It's a great workout for our glutes to drive down, again, getting that full range if you can tolerate it. Working at different speeds if I want intensity of that speed, or huge loads to be slowing that down. Okay, that's one set of handles. You'll see I've got another set at my side here. Again, if you can do this and you want to work on some balance stuff, you can let go and not have any handles. But one of the key things with this is for safety, but also to be able to pull down, because I want to be able to generate huge amounts of load pushing down throughout that movement in that stepping phase. Okay, so great for that ability. The last thing that I'll go into is our next movement here, okay, which is our reciprocal calf press, okay? So basically holding onto the handles, and I'm working a full range through those calves, dorsiflexing, getting that range all the way through, guys, as you can see there. Okay, bit of a different one, but instant fire through those for such a short amount of reps, okay? Again, you've got your ability to do it at speed or under huge load by changing your CVT function. All right, so Let me jump down and make a couple of changes to our machine. I'm going to move these out of the way. Okay, yellow popper pin, slides down, locks into place. Same thing again, yellow popper pin, lock it down, and these get pushed out of the way. So I'm going to go into some of my ground-based movements. The first one is our ground-based reciprocal press pull. Okay, obviously we love this word functional that's getting around, but this is a really functional movement because I am ground-based, which means I'm standing. I'm really having to engage my core, glutes, everything's fired and activated to give me a good base level of support. Okay, so I want to have a good wide base of support for this movement, okay? And I am able to, again, get movement first and then change our CVT. And you'll see here, I'm just getting into a push-pull movement. Getting good mobility through those shoulders. Again, I'm still trying to get that full range each time. Okay, I can start to get my body into it as long as I am engaged through these regions, okay? We don't want your ass swaying around out to the side all the time. You need to be focused in that lockdown ground-based position, okay? Our ground-based press push, okay? Hang pull is our next one that we're going into. So the difference here is that I'm going to get a lot more range, pushing all the way to the top and pulling down and then driving back up. So as you can see, I'm really hanging down onto that, getting it to the bottom, driving up, working it. I'm getting that whole complete body press pull, squat press type of movement pattern happening, guys. Okay, again, think about your calorie burn on these types of positions and what your watts are. All right, couple more to go. Hope you're staying with me, guys. I'm starting to get a bit of a pump on. So locking in. Next one is our ground-based press row. You'll see that I'm in a bent over position. Again, nice strong back through here and wide base of support. I'm almost wider than the other ones that I've been in so far, okay? Pushing down, I'm keeping elbows high. Really trying to work full range, elbows high, getting that press. Amazing amount of rotation through there. So if you're after an ab workout, that's a killer for it, yet all the work's coming through those push-pull phases in that ground-based position. Right, if you haven't got it by now, this is a great piece. But let me show you the last one. This is our deadlift or push down. Got a couple of options depending on your height and how much mobility you've got. You can have the handle up or down. So you can see I've got it up for me right now. So again, I want to be nice and wide. Again, deadlift position, we're using our posterior chain to do most of the work. But as I get momentum with this, I'll find a really good sense of flow with this, okay? Again, I can tilt this down so I can check what my watts are and get a really good accurate reading of how much intensity or how much power I'm generating for this workout, okay? So starting here, I'm going to push down to get it started and then coming up. Okay, you'll find I'm going to put some more resistance on to really load up. And that's our deadlift, push down movement on our Synergy Air Power Tower. The jewel in the crown for us, because look at all those movements. Immense levels of strength and high intensity work that you can get to through to slower exercises, rehab work, cardio, you name it, but the fact that we're able to do so many versatile movements in one is what it's all about. Okay? Thanks and enjoy the Power Tower.